I squatted in my church secretariat, 100 level to 300 level. I was squatting with the lady self. My WhatsApp was on her phone. I didn't have money to buy data too, so. But when I actually made it, I paid her back. I got my apartment to 400 level. That was where I started working, and I didn't have a phone, and I was a computer science student. I bought my first phone after my first job in the website I got.
How were you able to put out your work then?
What kills a business is when you want to over-control things. You can't control people's emotion to buy. People have their choices. The truth is that they're not rude to selling. Not all principles in sales would work for you. You just need to find them.
How much have you made so far in your journey into your career more?
In sales, so far, I've made like
Welcome back to another episode of the Networks Tech and Wealth Podcast. Our mission is to simplify the complex, decode the difficulties, and open a world of tech-driven opportunities, all with the goal of boosting your career, your business, and your personal growth. If you're looking for a transformative conversation where we talk about tech, AI, and digital economy, you're in the right place. From breaking down tech to its core essential, to revealing travel insights and international work, we've got you covered. I am Miriam Adegbola, your neighborhood tech guide and your host for today's episode. Today we are going to be looking at a very interesting topic, and I will not be doing this alone. I'll be doing this with an amazing personality here with me. I know him to be all-encompassing because he has a lot, he's doing a lot. He's a brand consultant, a brand strategist, he's into crypto, he's into tech. We call him the apostle of sales. Without further ado, let's make welcome Joseph Ubuane. Drum rolls. Hi Joseph, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, Miriam, and you?
I'm very good. I love the fact that you're calm. Are you always this calm?
You can't know, right? Sometimes I am actually.
All right, that's good. Okay, let's move on to the discussion of today. Joseph, I would really love to, know your journey into all these things. How did you start here? Your story?
All right, so it's been like 5 years back. Yeah, I was starting from school as someone that like was lost in terms of purpose. I started as a designer, graphic designer. Like the whole of my tech journey started as a graphic designer, where I had to design with phone. At that time, Pixel Lab, Canva was not that popular. We had the likes of PixArt, Pixel Lab at that time. So I was a broke guy anyways, let me put that. So very broke. Yeah, I was very broke because I didn't have an apartment. I know many students now, they literally have apartments when they're in school right now, right? By that time, I squatted in my church secretariat, 100 level to 300 level. Yeah, I was squatting with the lady self. It was as bad as that. And I got my apartment to 400 level, and that was where I started working. And I didn't have a phone, and I was a computer science student. I didn't have a phone, I didn't have a laptop. I was a liability to somebody, but I knew what I wanted. So I started learning graphic designing from a lady, right? Funny enough, I was like the lady I was living with paid for that course for me because I was damn broke. Right? So I grew in that, got my first job, right? Then I improved my skill in web design because I'm multi-talented. I have the pace to learn faster, the fast learning pace, right? So I could literally learn 3 things at the same time, right, and keep tab with them without missing each once. So I literally learn a lot. So I actually had time in the morning I'll be learning graphics, and night I'll be learning web development. And I was doing that back to back because I knew what I wanted. Like I said, found a better way to design a website, which was web not development itself, coding, designs. So which I landed my first gig as 400 level, $400. Yeah.
So that's just it. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. So you were squatting with a lady, and
why did you pick that one?
You don't let me land now. And so should we talk about that?
No, don't talk about that.
All right. So okay, that's a lot. Having to squat with 7. You don't have a phone, and
Yeah.
how were you able
I
to
bought
put
my
out
first.
your?
I bought my first phone after my first job in the website I got. Yeah, I bought my Samsung. I still have it now. I've not sold.
Wow. So how were you able to put out your work then? What was
I was using
your-
her phone. My WhatsApp was on her phone.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
So
wow.
she was more like an helper. Like I really respect that till now, right? So I was in my WhatsApp was on her phone. And one frustrating thing that happened during that period was that I didn't have money to buy data too. So exactly, I was
Hey.
I've literally suffered. Exactly. So I didn't have money to buy data. Anytime she subscribes on her phone, I would go use it at night to learn on YouTube because I wanted to learn, right? And when she wakes up, the data is finished, and the next morning shouts, but she couldn't shout so much on me because she understood my situation. You understand? But that morning is like about to, we get to like 5 before we go to class. Yeah, because I use the data, and there is no way, and I apologized to her. But when I actually made it, she actually I paid her back. Yeah, I did pay her back because I knew that it's not easy for someone to put, to take your own burden, right? And take your own, even your burden alone is enough.
Yes, of
Then
course.
somebody else's burden.
Having to merge it
It's a lot.
together. That's impressive. That I believe there are still some am I going to say angels out there like that?
I don't think so.
All right, okay, so let's talk about sales. Sales can be very challenging. As an entrepreneur, you started your business, you're not making sales. It's gonna be very frustrating. So what are the challenges that sales or business owners face?
Oh, there are a lot of challenges, right? And the thing is because people want to hear complex magics, or let me say magics, about how they can make money without doing this simple stops. Sales is actually the life of a business. Like it's the blood of a business. If a man doesn't have blood in him, right, he can't live. Right, like the blood is the life. So
Yeah.
that's what sales is to a business, right? And the thing is, the reason why people literally don't make sales is not because they don't have the potential to do that. Many businesses solve problems, but when I hear people say solve a problem, get a problem and solve, you make money, it's actually not like that. It doesn't happen like that. Yeah, you can actually have potentials like solutions to different problems, but you don't know how to sell it. Yeah. So, and the reason is not because they really don't know how to, because selling is very simple. Yeah. Tell me, what do you need, or what? Take for instance, now you don't have a phone, and I noticed that you have a need for a phone,
Yeah.
right? And you have the money to buy the phone. What do I just need to do? Talk to you about buying the phone, talk about the features of the phone, and try to channel your emotions to you buying, right? But we want to hear the complex stuffs like create a pipeline, do a draft a strategy to bring traction, those kind of big words that you have to dissect and break. Then we have rudiment sales code, rudiment sales 101, rudiment of sales 102, rudiment of sales 103. Yeah. Forgetting that there is a simple way to sell actually, right? So people face the problems of sales, like low sales or maybe lack of sales,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because they don't want to implement the simple steps. There are people that literally make a lot of money that they don't even know the rudiment of selling. They don't care to know. They just go and sell. They just sell rigorously. They don't mind whether you're a coach to tell them, oh, do it like this. Like they don't even keep to branding. Yeah. So it's not really about the best product you have there or the best way you brand. It's about go there, the known product. How well can you push your product? How can you disturb people with your product on their faces every time that they wake up, they are seeing you, they are going to sleep, they are seeing you, you come into their house, they are seeing you. That's selling.
So are those the challenges that business owners face?
The challenges that business owners face, right, when it comes to selling, most of them, like I said, they literally they literally face challenges in sense of like I'll say they are excuses because I won't say they are challenges. That's just the issue. When it comes to sales, the challenges are literally like something that I feel like can be worked around, right? So take for instance, Chinese one will say, okay, I can't sell because I'm shy. Why are you doing? Why are you doing business? Like if you are shy, why are you doing business? People that are doing business don't get shy. Exactly. Or I can't sell because I feel like they won't buy my product. My product is too expensive. Then why are you selling? Then just literally just do charity. Just do charity. I know it's a fact. So I feel like every of the challenges that these people face when it comes to sales can be solved. Yeah. It's either maybe they allow it or they're not ready to work.
Okay, so what are the strategies or system you will advise they put in place to, to avoid challenges like this?
Now this is very like okay, so I want to say I want to be very sarcastic, right?
Yeah.
Sell. That's just sell. You know what kills a business is when you want to over control things. You want to control things. There are things you can't control. Exactly. Yeah, there are things you can't control. When it comes to selling, there are some things you can't control. But I'm saying that you can't control people's emotion to buy. Yeah. No matter how your offer is irresistible, people have their choices. Yeah. I don't know my friend, but last time he was into land. This made me laugh very well, right? So it was into real estate, right?
Yeah.
I needed somebody to help him with a website. And I have a company actually that can do that. So I was trying to negotiate with him. So I was trying to use play my sales strategies on him and my way of negotiation. And the guy said, Joe, have you forgotten that I also learned sales? They don't use your psychology on me. Yeah. So take for instance now, if some people are literally, you don't outsmart them. Don't try to play safe. Don't try to just play smart. I mean, in terms of selling to them, they might not buy. You understand? So I think the thing is this. The best way to scale through, strategies to scale through, right, when it comes to challenges, just keep selling, right? I won't tell you do this, do that, no. Just keep selling because when you sell, you will find better ways to sell more. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Money, right? They say money brings more money. When you make money and you are smart, you are wise, you will find better way to make more money. What you can replicate 7 times is part of you. So if you go down, like if maybe let's say today I get drained, like I literally lose every of my asset, properties and likes. No, I'm just trying to say it happens.
Yes,
we can't predict life, right? I will still come up. Yeah, it might take time, but I will still come up now because I've been able to replicate wealth. I've been able to replicate my money. I've been able to build something that I know that is innate. It's not something that I stole or I borrowed, right? It's in me. And that's because I've practiced. So the best way to overcome some challenges in sales is just keep selling. When you keep selling, you will get better ways to sell.
So for me, I think the best way also is, a lot of people want to find will I say an escape route or a shorter route to how they can overcome these challenges. Take for instance consistency. Consistency and your building your brand is one of the key ways to promote your sales. These are things you can't do without. So will you agree with me that there are literally no escape route in that aspect? Because you say that.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so I do agree with you. That's why I said when you keep selling, you get better ways to sell.
Yeah.
So take for instance now, I'm unlearned. I didn't go to school.
Yeah.
Right, and I want to sell something. And take for instance, maybe I want to sell this cup.
Yeah.
This cup. What do you think an unlearned man would do? He would literally go to the roadside and hold this cup like this and market it like this and sell it, even though the cups are much. Okay. He would literally maybe find ropes together, tie it together, and just try to market it and sell it the way he can. Right, it's selling, and people will definitely buy. Yes, people buy.
Yeah,
people definitely buy. Now, another man can come because of his knowledge about branding and pack. That's why we have all these more cups placed in the packets. He put them into packets and go and sell. People buy. Yes, people will buy. Are they both selling? Yes, they are both selling. So now, the truth is that when we talk about branding, it just makes it more sweeter. Exactly, it makes selling more sweeter. Do you
But
understand?
it's increased selling.
It does increase selling, but it's not a factor that actually makes you sell more. It does increase selling. I won't say that, okay, brand doesn't, it actually does, right? People that brand in our modernized word, word, I mean, it gives them a leverage, right? But doesn't mean that the people that don't brand, they don't make more money. Okay, the question is this. The woman that sells akara on your streets, if you have one, maybe the only one that sells in the streets, and sometimes you see a lot of people want to go buy akara, right? That woman can make more money than someone literally maybe going to bank. Yeah, it's very true. I've seen someone that makes money from akara 400k every month. A banker doesn't hit that. It's just the simple truth. There are some bankers, not all anyways, that don't earn that, right? I've seen a woman that built a house with selling food. Not the restaurants. I mean, she sells roadside food.
Yeah.
Right? That's not branding. People are coming to buy. Yeah. People would buy. People would surely buy.
Yeah, people would buy. I don't know why it feels.
Yeah, it just makes it. That's why I said to the nerd. In a nerd environment, like a modernized world, people want to see you brand. It's what men require, actually. It's not for you to capture the attention of most men. You must be able to like package yourself well. They will say, oh, the way you present yourself is the way you be addressed. So you want to package your branding well, right? Doesn't make it even the best branding, the best products. I mean, so but people that don't brand, they still make their money, and they still make good money. Yeah. So you see, this branding of a thing, I would say they are just elements, right, that helps you sell faster in a modernized world. Yeah, because truth is this: if you go brand in a village, we want to sell something in the village, and you go brand, people might not buy because they can't see what is inside.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Yeah. Have you seen a village Nescafe? Those Nescafe you put in a nylon that is packaged well, or is it lip tea that's packaged in yellow? Have you seen what is in the village? It's in nylon, like they pick it out.
But I don't know. I'm not disagreeing with what you said, but earlier on you were talking about branding, and you stated an example about your friend that you can't confuse me with because he's a salesperson also. And you're like, okay, you can't change people's choice. But I think in my own perspective, you can change people's choice, because I've had conversation with quite a number of persons, and when you give an insight about the cup, some people just see this cup as a normal cup, but in case of branding, you make them know, okay, this is what this cup does. This is the effects of this cup, and when you buy it, you're going to have this and this, which is actually true. In that case, I mean, I feel it's still going to make you sell better, because that's a branding on its own, rather than sales. Just put it out there. There's a way it triggers your emotions, and I feel branding also, it triggers people's emotion, because you don't know what you want to buy, and people at times they can't buy what they don't know. So this branding, to me, it's else, because you show me, okay, this is what I'm getting, these are the opportunities in it.
Okay, let's kind of break something down, right? So there is this thing I want to say now, right, that I think would explain what I'm trying to put out. So branding would work best with service product. You can't tell someone selling thrift, right, to brand. You would tell her to package it to be more presentable.
Yes.
Right? It's also passing a perception, but it's still packaging. And that's where you can upsell. You can upsell in the sense that you can have like 5 clothes together and give it a very weighty price. Branding is not literally that's why I have to separate it, branding and packaging.
Yes.
Branding is not literally packaging. Branding is what message you are passing to your audience.
Yes.
That's what branding is. So you have like a company that you work with, or your company that you're trying to create. Maybe company into like mother's thing. Oh, okay, now the very good one. Use iPhone and Samsung. That's branding. Now iPhone, you have an iPhone. Yes. Exactly. Why didn't you buy a Samsung S24?
I feel because of iPhone branding and the camera quality.
Exactly. That's branding. Yeah. They kept certain features that makes them a class to the kind of audience. So now you see someone carrying an iPhone 14 Pro Max.
Yes.
Might not have money, might be broke. He might be broke,
Yeah.
right? But why did he buy it for 40 Pro Max class? He want to show like he wants to like be among.
I'm among, yeah. I guess.
Now, if you see someone carrying a Samsung Fold Z, right? Now, you would actually like say that guy is very wealthy. Yeah, because Samsung breeds class and elegance. People that own Samsung are not small men. You literally just classify them to wealthy people, right? That's branding. So they've literally like passed a message with their product to the kind of audience they're trying to reach out to. That's branding. But now let's go to packaging, right? You go buy a shirt. You go buy a shirt in the market, like from Balong market or something, well packaged in a case, in a container, and maybe like the kind of shirt that guys buy, like 5-in-1, right? Like those 4-in-1 or 3-in-1 packaged in hours, right? It might be like 3,500 for that. And if you go buy one singular singlet or innerwear, it can be like 1,500. Did you save money buying 3? Yes. But I did the same thing. Yes.
Yes. Packaging. Well, I love the way I'm now satisfied because you're able to differentiate with what sales is, branding and packaging, and you've actually answered the question when you said just know what works best for you. Yeah. So I actually love that. Okay, let's talk about ads. These days, ads is in vogue. You should go here. The sales coach will tell you, let me teach you how to make ads. You have to do. You have to start ads on the social media platforms for you to make sales. So what's your take on that?
Art like art, A-R-T.
ADS. Arts.
Okay, advertisement. Whoa. Well, I've never done advertisement in my life. Personally, no, I haven't.
A lot. Those on Facebook.
No, it's I'm not. This is quite very important. Yeah, that's why I said. You see, there is not actually a rule to selling. Do you understand? There's no rule to selling. What works best for you? You just need to find it. There's no rule to selling. I can tell you, what I do is I literally like train complaints. I've trained complaints. I've trained people. I've trained organizations. Even I had a training this night, but network messed up. So I've trained people, and when I tell them, oh, this is this and this and that and this, right?
Okay.
They might want to stick to that principle or to that rule, and it doesn't work. Would you call me a bad coach? No. It means that there are no rules to selling. It means that you need to try out, do it yourself. Look for the best way that works for you, that works for your audience, that works for your business. I might let me tell you one of my secrets in selling is referrals, relationship. I've not done hearts. I've not what did they do again? I hardly post on my WhatsApp.
Sharing links.
I hardly post share links. I hardly do engagements. But what works for me is referrals. I can have a friend come in and say, Joe, Alpha, there's a job that needs to be done now. Do you have people for it? Yeah. Jump on it. That's my way of selling. So what I do is that I make sure I do a good work for you, right? And I don't just stop there. I build a relationship with you. So next time, you would talk about me wherever you meet me. You would definitely talk about me. Everybody that gets to encounter me must surely see something about me. That's my mood of selling. I sell myself with talking. Not all principles in sales would work for you. You just need to find what works for you.
So I would actually ask, how can we find what works for us? And I think you're going to answer that. So what are the system and strategies for that a salesperson should put in place in order to make sales, majorly for persons who sell? Take for instance, I'm an entrepreneur myself. I sell jewelry. People that sell, let's take for instance, thrift. What are the system and strategies you would advise from your own end they should put in place in order to make more sales?
Okay. So one of the reasons why I'm talking like this is because we have read so many classes about sales.
Yeah.
Right. And I would want to be another person to teach it. Exactly. So I'm just looking very real with people and let them know the fact.
Yes.
Right. So the system of strategies you have to like put to make sales. What message do you have to the audience? What message do you have to people? A photographer that wants to brand himself needs to understand what kind of photographer he is.
Yeah.
What kind of message is passing to his audience. I had like a call today and I was asking the students that, okay, why are you into? One wants to do video production, one wants to do video editing. And one said the one into video editing said, I will do videos for Web3 folks. Message. So if you are not into Web3, it can't work for you. It can't work with you.
Yeah.
That's his messaging, right? And now, you should just have a message. Have a message. I explained about iPhone and Samsung.
Yeah.
They have a message. Now, the next thing is style. When I mean style, I mean your mode of communication. How do you pass that message? The platform you need to use. Right. Not everything works for you.
Yeah.
I entered LinkedIn, I think last 2 years or last year there, but I can't really remember. But it's been a while I've been on LinkedIn. Right. And most of the time, most of my clients didn't come from LinkedIn. I was just posting to just let people know, like, have knowledge. Exactly, this is what I do. Most of them came, like I said, referrals. Exactly. So when they come from referrals, I just talk about them on LinkedIn, just for people to get educated, right? The only client that came from, the only money that came from LinkedIn was the one I literally hunted myself, right? And that was the only job that came from LinkedIn, and that was very surprising and it was quite huge, right? So you just need to, like, first of all, brand. Your messaging should be intact, and your style, you should know your style, like your style of communication. So sometimes your style involves your content. What kind of content resonates more with your clients? So with your leads, with your audience. What kind of content do you think people in that niche or people that would love to buy what you're selling would love to see?
Yeah.
Like, take for instance now, people into thrift. One of the notable style around them is that they like putting memes. You will see them with memes. You would always see them with memes. One way or the other to make their audience laugh and find out what they are selling.
Yeah.
People into photography, right? Most of them, you see them put up funny videos. Same thing, memes, right? They'll sell with their WhatsApp status.
Yes.
Now, I can't do the same thing. I can't. I'm a sales strategist, for crying out loud. I won't talk about memes. I won't put memes on my status. I'm a sales strategist. I can't put up memes. Now, if you say a salesperson putting up memes, right, on his status to also market, at the form of, is a part of marketing.
Yeah.
Meme marketing, right? You market your memes, right? If you see someone do that, he has his own audience. So now, my kind of audience are people that are like founders. They have companies. I go train them, right? If they had to reach out to me, or if they had to view my status, or if they had to like see what I do, or like jump or whatever I do, right? Is they won't want to jump on memes first. Exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
You understand? So they would need to like jump on. They want to see something valuable, professional, right? So that's why I can't put meme.
Yeah.
But someone selling to students, someone selling to like teaching you how to like make like how to create like a sales funnel and it's charging you 10,000 naira, would put up meme to attract you. All right, would like to say something funny. That's different. So there are strategies to this thing, branding. So know your messaging. That's the first thing. Know your style. Some people, Instagram won't work for them. Some people, Instagram will. Some people, X won't work for them. Some people, X will. Some people, LinkedIn. I know many people that are not making money on LinkedIn, but they are still LinkedIn because people have testimonies. See, there is something I tell people. There is what we call, if you know your style, right, you would know whether you should be consistent or not. People are confused when it comes to branding.
Yeah.
They are very confused. Some people are consistently doing the wrong thing. That is not where they are meant to be. Find another platform to sell. Let me just you. So I was marketing videos on Instagram for a couple of times. I didn't make a dime. I'm serious. No jokes. I didn't make a dime. Not one time.
Wow.
I was just growing in followers. I grew up to 2,000 followers. But I didn't make a dime. Not one person reached out to me and said, oh, be my sales strategist. Oh, I have something, create a sales funnel for me. Not one person. I'm literally telling you that I made over 50 videos. I've deleted them now because I'm kind of rebranding. I didn't make a dime. When I came to LinkedIn, right? I stopped the particular time and I started working on myself. And I started working with my close friends, doing voluntary works. I started getting referrals. When I was coming to LinkedIn, I was not coming to actually make money on LinkedIn. I was just coming to like stack up my socials. Right? So I also did not make a dime until my first blow on LinkedIn. It's just a simple truth. But what I did on LinkedIn was that I literally connected with people intentionally, right? Although people that brought those deals for me were from LinkedIn, but I valued more of connection than trying to sell on LinkedIn. So you just need to understand what works for you. When I came to X, I've made money on X. A lot of money on X. Now, you can literally make all platforms, but you need to know what works best for you. So one thing I do with my students, then when I was still fully into sales, right? I'm not so fully into sales now. At the end of the month or at the end of every quarter, we sit down. Sometimes the year majorly, we sit down and we draft out the things we did. That all the things we did, those that did not produce results, those that produced results. We just everything we did that year. So take for instance, we sold, we did adverts, did this and did that. We did influencer marketing. We write all the things down. They write everything they did, right? To like market their product. Then begin to take the ones that were productive. Oh, Instagram was productive. Oh, ads were productive. Oh, influencer marketing was productive. Oh, content marketing was productive. They're going to mark everything, right? Then begin to write on the platform also that they did those stuff too. They're going to check the ones that brought retraction, the one that brought sales, the one that brought sales and did not give traction. We just get to like write all those things down. You will find out that sometimes traction is not sales. Some of the platforms sometimes find out that this one they didn't have much traction here, but they have massive sales. They just had one sales that changed their life. This one, this content did not go viral, but this content brought sales. So it's not that people. It's not until when people engage on your post, it tells you it shows that you are making money. It doesn't. There are many broke influencers. I'm just sorry to say, but it's just the truth. Yeah. So you just have to like find out what works to bring money, to bring sales to your hand. What works to bring money to your business?
Yeah.
Right. What works? There's my popular coach, Robert Yakubu, is on Instagram. I learned from that guy a lot, and this guy doesn't have so much retraction on his page, but this guy is one of the top trainers in sales for First Bank. Wow. First Bank and other banks. Very elegant man. So, what would you say about someone like that? What works? You just need to find out what works, right? So after branding, which I explained, messaging and style, you go down to your marketing. Yeah. And the marketing is very vast. In same marketing, you need to find out what works in marketing. Are you going to be using content like write-ups? Are you going to be using graphics? Are you going to be using animations? There's one particular guy I like very well. I've forgotten his name on LinkedIn. The guy just used animations to tell stories. Yeah, that's a style. That's a style. So find out the kind of content that works. Is it content marketing? Just find out what works for you. Right. There are many strategies I can tell you now. But I can just tell you that someone will just do just one and make massive sales. Yeah. Someone will have to use like 2 strategies to make massive sales. But at the end, what we are after is sales.
Wow, I actually enjoyed this branding session because you're able to give us a practical instances on how to do this based on the fact that this is what I do and this will work for me as an entrepreneur. As someone who sells jewelry, this is the particular thing that will work for you. As a producer, this is what will work for you. And I think that really changed my perspective because I've never thought about that. So when you talk about ads, so I think if you're into business or you're selling something, this is what they are doing, so just do it. So I love the fact that you are able to tell us that, okay, for each business you're into, there are different things that work for you. All right, so let's talk about you personally. You're a sales strategist. What are the strategies you have personally helped your brands with, and how they have been able to to sell massively? What are the strategies you've put in place?
Okay, so one major strategy I use is creating a sales funnel. I don't multi-sell.
Sorry, take us. What is the sales funnel about?
Okay, so a sales funnel is just like a pipeline that brings customers or bring leads, convert them, make them customers. I'm gonna explain why. So, like I said, I don't multi-sell. I use a sales funnel.
Okay.
Now, so when using a sales funnel, right? Because one of the issues I've seen businesses do is that they have a lot of offers. They have a lot of products and they don't know which to sell. Now, okay, so let me do a practical one right here now. So, take for instance, I have I do cosmetics. Take for instance, I don't do cosmetics, right? Well, take for instance, I do cosmetics, right? I make creams, so let's just the better one. I make soaps. I make cream and do some other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I want to sell them immediately. I want to sell them. I'm just creating. I just want to sell. It will be quite harder. Why? Because you would need to channel your energy into 4 products to get the kind of 4 audience that will go for those 4 products. But now, take for instance, now you channel your energy into selling soap, and you create a funnel to channel that energy, going get just the audience that want to buy soap from you. So take for instance, you just do that, you make more sales. Now, when I work with brands, they have a lot of offers. Service brands, they have a lot of offers. They have they're selling a book. They have a website course. They have content writing course. They have this course, and they are just starting out. I asked them what has worked for them the last years, because I don't work with startups. I know why. Yeah, because I've seen Shaggy. I don't work with startups, and the reason why I don't work with startups is because they're just starting out. They've not tried anything, right? And if you don't produce result for them, you are incompetent in their sight. It spoils your reputation. So work with businesses that have track record of at least 1 to 3 years and want to scale. I can advise a startup to do this and do this and do that, and it works, right? Good for them. I don't charge you for that, right? But I won't work with you closely because you've not tried anything. You just want to leverage on my skill, and my skill might not work for you. So try out something. So when I come, I can be able to examine what you tried and help you scale. That's why I'm a strategist, right? So when I see those products, I ask them, what has worked for you? Which one brought more results? Which one performed well than the rest? They'll tell me, okay, this website did well. Then I trash the rest. Yeah, I do. For the meantime, they can come back to it, but for the meantime, I trash them. And push all the creativity into that course, into that product. Focus on it. Build traction. Let people know you for that product. Yeah. You know why? It's easier for you to have a large audience that know you for one thing and diversify into something. Those audience will naturally market for you. Let me explain. When I started sales, right? Personally, I started sales and marketing. I had a lot of people that know me for sales. A lot of people that know me for sales. This year, March, when I moved into crypto trading, I started teaching crypto trading. People were shocked. Well, because I don't teach crypto trading. So I just started crypto March. People were very shocked. Now, those same people that knew me for sales were the one telling people about my crypto trading. People that knew me, I did sales, were people telling others about me, I train people on crypto. They naturally evangelize crypto trading. And guess what? I didn't do an ads. I did run a promotion. I didn't pay any influencer. I made over $400 in just 1 month. How much was the cost? $20. I mean, that's about less than $30. There, about 30,000 naira. I mean, you understand? So I actually made $400. That's over 600K from that cost, from $20. People paid for it. Somewhere in groups, right? Yeah. Some I had to go teach them. I had to travel to go teach them. Yeah, but I made money. So my transitioning was very fast and was productive because I built a large audience of like in what I know best. So when I work for my brands, I tell them, okay, just put this one aside. Let's focus on these particular products. And with that, it's what most products do. See, the principle behind my principle is very simple. Focus on one product, upsell, and cross-sell. Focus on one product, upsell, and cross-sell. I'll give you examples. Yeah. Now, iPhone. I like using Apple, right? Apple, they are Apple's one of the best marketing brand.
Yeah.
Find out. Like, best marketing brand. Those guys are good. That's why they had low sales this year. You know why? Because of the feature they kept in their phone, the hotness of their phone. They had low sales this year. So Samsung got up. But they've never had low sales. They've always been ranking. Yeah. Now, this is what they did. When they produced their first product, iPhone, they were just focused on phone. They built they upsell series of phones. iPhone 3, iPhone 2, iPhone. They kept building up.
Yeah.
Right? And once they got that traction they need, they moved to MacBook.
Yes.
Once they got that traction they need, they moved to iPhone, to iPad. Once they got that traction, they keep recreating. You'll be surprised. They move to tags, air tags. Yeah, there's air tags. You can actually put like a tag on a product, like on something, and track your whatever you put that air tag.
Really?
Yeah. They move to air tags. Then they move to AirPods. They kept transitioning. People will keep buying those different things because they've built traction with their phone. It's what BlackBerry did not do. Yeah, BlackBerry went out of the market because they were trying to do that. Ubuane, Bridge, and the other kind of series brand. But they were just focused on the phone. If they had built something like BlackBerry laptop or something with it, they would have. So when you have a lot of products selling at the same time, it doesn't work, right? I tell my brand, it doesn't work. Look at most brands. Let's talk about Indomie. Another great marketing. Indomie started what? Indomie noodles, right? This their small noodles or something, right?
Yes.
Then what they did was that they started upselling.
Yeah, Indomie tables.
Indomie tables.
Then they brought out the
cartoon stuff, right? Then they moved again to the family pack.
Yes.
They moved into a Hungry Man.
Mm-hmm.
They kept upselling, right? Now, mind you, Indomie has created different sub-products that you don't know about. Exactly. And you will see it's actually like linked to Indomie. Look at all that product. Look at the toy. Zero with bar soap the toy. Yeah. And once they sold the toy consistently with their quality, they moved to the toy liquid. Right? You need to be able to like your product, focus on one.
Yes.
Build a traction in it for one. Then begin to now bring up the other courses. The other product, I mean.
Oh, wow. I really love the fact that you stated the upsell and cross-sell. These days we have people that they just want to venture into a lot of business. You're selling jewelry. At the same time, you want to go into thrift, and same time you want to go into this. I love the fact that you told us to, upsell, be grounded in this. Let people know you for what you do for a particular time. Then before you now move on to selling another thing, introducing it's those people that actually patronize you, then that will even help you to scale up.
Yeah.
Wow, I really love that. So let's talk about AI, because AI is what is in vogue now, and almost everybody uses AI. So do you think AI has been useful and helpful?
AI has actually solved a lot of problems. Right, a lot of problems in the community when it comes to trying to break down things for people in terms of learning, education, and helping with voluminous tasks.
Mhm.
Yeah, so AI has been a lot of like a big deal to users, right? So it's a good one. It's a good one for the future at large.
And do you think it will reduce the rate of employment because people are scared that AI is taking up and everything?
It's called artificial intelligence. It's meant to aid our intelligence and not like steal it. One thing I know AI doesn't do is creativity, and that's the power of the mind. AI doesn't have a mind, so it can't take away your jobs if you are creative.
Wow. Okay. I love the fact that you said, it's just supposed to aid our creativity. It can't take away your job. Okay. So what is the generative AI tool you use the most?
I use Microsoft Bing. That's the one I use a lot. This Microsoft Bing. Yeah, I use a lot on my system. Right. And recently the one that came out, Meta AI on WhatsApp. Yeah, it's just like a high buddy and stuff like that.
So you use Microsoft Bing. I think that's the first time I'll be hearing that.
Bing,
Of ChatGPT.
Bing is quite even smarter than ChatGPT. Sorry to say. Yeah.
Well, maybe I will try it out. Okay, we're about to move to the juicy part of this show. Joseph, how much have you made so far in your journey into your career and all?
I'm not supposed to mention numbers.
Oh, you're supposed to.
In sales, so far, I've made like range over $5,000. I won't say
Say it in Naira.
Okay, let's just say 10 million naira.
Wow.
Over 10 million in sales. While in crypto, let's keep it calm. Let's keep it.
And just give us range a bit.
Over $50,000.
That's what's in Naira.
Over 50 million naira.
Oh my God. Ubuane. All right. Okay. Do you think if you had ventured into another career entirely, you would still make this such amount of money?
How do I answer this question now? I don't think I would still make that kind of money because I'm literally like I know what I want and I go for what I want. I can't go back to be broke, so I'll make that money.
Yeah, I love your confidence. Yeah, history, we've talked about it before. So I actually wouldn't want this podcast to end because I love the fact that you're very practical. You're giving us back to back how we should handle sales. So looking at Joseph, what do you have for us in the the sales space, the crypto space? What are your visions?
All right, so my vision right now is to create like a safe space for people that are like having issues with trying to blend creativity with the finance, right? Because I actually battled around that aspect. So people literally are creative, but they don't know how to make their creativity bring money. And mind you, creativity is not sales. Yeah, creativity can lead to sales, but not all the time. So sometimes you need system in place like mentorship, you need system in place like network, you need system in place like relationship. Suddenly, you need system in place just to work out for you. So what my vision is, I'm trying to create a safe space for people that don't have that opportunity to like make it, right? So in the crypto at large, people make it through crypto, people make it through sales, but just that safe space. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. I really love this session. You took us through branding, what branding is, and it's changed my perspective. You took us through the types of branding, and I really love that, and I'm sure our viewers really love it also. Thank you very much, Joseph, for joining us on this session. It was nice having you, and I really love the session. Thank you for joining us on the Network Tech and Wealth podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the end. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Also, do remember to leave your comments. We would love to hear from you. Remember, wealth and tech works hand in hand, and we are here to help you navigate through that journey. I am Miriam Adegbola, your neighborhood tech guide and your host for this episode. Signing off.